Today we're gonna discuss about levels of distribution. Learning objectives are what distribution is, distribution channel, functions of distribution, levels of distribution intensity, levels of distribution. So before getting into levels of distribution, let's break down what actually distribution means. Distribution is a process of making a product or service available for the consumer or business users who needs it. This can be done directly by producer or service provider or by using indirect channels with intermediaries. Now let's see what is distribution channel. Distribution channel is a means used to transfer merchandise from manufacturer to end user through retailers or other necessary intermediaries. An intermediary in the channel is called an agent or a middleman. Channels normally vary from 2-level channels without intermediaries to 5-level channels with 3 intermediaries. The distribution channel can be explained with an example. A leather handbag manufacturer who prepares handbags and sells it directly to the consumer is in a 2-level channel. Now let's discuss about functions of distribution channel. Distribution channel has many functions. Information. Information is one of the functions of distribution channel. What information is? Information involves collecting and sharing market research and intelligence important for marketing planning and decision. Promotion. It is to develop and spread communication about offerings. Financing. Financing basically involves acquisition and allocation of funds to cover costs of distribution channel in a cost effective manner. Matching is to adjust the offers to suit a buyer's needs, including grading, assembling, and packaging. Negotiation. Negotiation is to reach at an agreement on quality, price, and other terms of offer. Contact. Contact involves finding and communicating with prospective buyers. Risk taking. Risk taking is to assume some inherent commercial risks by operating the channel. Example, holding stocks for precautionary or speculative motives. Now let's discuss about levels of distribution intensity. There are namely 3 levels of distribution intensity. Intensive distribution. Intensive distribution, also called mass distribution, is where a company supplies their product to all market. Essentially, they are found everywhere. These products can be found in almost every place a person shops: grocery stores, gas stations, supermarkets, and etc. Selective distribution. Selective distribution pays attention to very specific geographical locations regarding the availability of a specific product. Companies who want to maintain a specific quality store for their products will use selective distribution. An example would be high-end clothing such as Dolce and Gabbana. The third level of distribution intensity is exclusive distribution. Exclusive distribution is essentially an extreme modification of selective distribution. Companies are far more selective with where their products can be purchased at. Exclusive distribution uses one distributor for entire region. An example of a product which falls under exclusive distribution is high-end luxury vehicles. For example, Rolls-Royce vehicles are exclusively distributed. Now we're gonna discuss about channel levels. A zero level channel. A zero level channel, commonly known as direct marketing channel, has no intermediary levels. In this channel framework, manufacturer sells merchandise directly to customers. An example of zero level channel would be a factory outlet store. Many service providers like holiday companies also market direct to consumers, bypassing a traditional retail intermediary, the travel agent. Best example will be Dell computers. Dell directly sells their personal computers and laptops through their website or Dell representatives. Eureka Forbes. Eureka Forbes, the leader in domestic and industrial water purification systems, vacuum cleaners, air purifiers, and security solutions, is pioneered in direct selling. That makes it an Asia's largest direct sales organization. A one level channel. A one level channel contains one selling intermediary. In consumer market, this is usually a retailer. The consumer electrical goods market in United Kingdom is typical of this arrangement, whereby producers such as Sony, Panasonic, Canon, etc. sell their goods directly to large retailers such as Comet and Dixon, which then sells to final consumers. A two-level channel. A two-level channel consists of intermediary levels, a wholesaler and a retailer. A wholesaler typically buys and stores large quantities of merchandise from various manufacturers and then breaks into the bulk deliveries to supply retailers with small quantities. For small retailers with limited financial resources and order quantities, the use of wholesalers make economic sense. This agreement tends to work paramount where the retail channel is jumbled, that is, not dominated by a small number of large dominant retailers who have an encouragement to cut out the wholesaler. Distribution of drugs and pharmaceuticals in Europe and United Kingdom is typical example of such arrangement. A third level channel. A third level channel, as the name implies, consists of three intermediary levels: a wholesaler, a retailer, and a jobber. In the poultry industry, products like mutton, chicken, eggs, etc. are first sold to wholesalers. He then sells it to jobbers, who sells to small and unorganized retailers. One point in this regard is to be noted that the levels of distribution may vary from industry to industry, country to country. In Japan, food distribution system usually may involve as many as 5 or 6 levels, while rest of the world rely upon 2 to 3 levels of distribution network.